is an independent filmmaker and who's also had an illustrious career in broadcasting. But today we're going to be talking about films. Phil's latest film is Chasing Fame, an incredible achievement. Tell us a bit more about it.
Well, it's a half-hour film at the moment. We shot it in Toronto, London, Cannes, Edinburgh, Glasgow. And we basically made it for just a few £100, and it was a very, very small crew, so it was just myself directing camera and sound.
Which really is the most extraordinary achievement. Can you tell us a bit more about how you actually achieved that?
Well, I'm a writer, and I wrote a script which was around places I knew I could film. Now, some of these are quite esoteric, like Niagara Falls and Toronto. I'd been over to Toronto before. I knew actors there who wanted to work with me. So I wrote it around places I knew. I'd been up to the Edinburgh Film Festival. I was going there anyway. So it was all written around places I knew I could film. And therefore, when we went there, we could film in what seemed very exotic locations. You've seen some of the film, and it looks very impressive.
It does. It's a slick operation, and I know this is down to your technique of guerrilla filming and also the kit you have. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, basically the kit, I use this camera, and it's basically I carry it in this.
Which obviously makes it very easy because you're incredibly portable.
Yes, I was a 35mm stills photographer, and so working like that, I find it's something I've done for many, many years. I'm good, I'm fast at doing it. I mean, this isn't something that many people think just getting a camera like this, that's it. Once they've got the camera, they can film it. You need to have experience, you need to practice doing this. So I can work in very dark conditions, and I can work quite instinctively. So I think the key to getting good quality is to really know the equipment that you're using and to work with a small crew. I've worked with a crew of 60 or so. The cost of feeding them. Whereas, as I say, just myself, directing and on camera, and the sound guy. Very easy to film. We're filming in places without permission. What is important, however, is to make sure that you're still doing this safely. And so I do go through the boring thing of full risk assessment, and I do it carefully and I do it safely. But filming like this, people don't even realise I'm filming. And so we can work very light, very fast. It's liberating to do it. Yeah,
it really is inspiring, life-affirming stuff. Let's just pick up on the financial aspect of it, because that must make a staggering difference.
Yes, it basically means I can go out. I was going to Toronto anyway. Some of my films were showing over at the festival there. I was going to Edinburgh, I was going to Cannes. So I wrote a story that was based around places I was already going to, and I was going to Niagara Falls. So all of these things were places I could get to and go to, so I was already going there. We rented Airbnb, we filmed in the Airbnb, and I've done that quite a few times now. I looked up the contract, and there's nothing about, I couldn't see any problems with that. And I'm filming in usually public places, and I've checked with lawyers, and unless somebody, you must make sure that you don't imply that somewhere you're filming is being used for crime or something like that, but you can get away with it, and it's wonderfully liberating to be able to do this.
So you've got to be just as savvy and across things as in traditional filmmaking methods.
Yes, I mean it is very much knowing exactly what you're going to film. I'm an editor as well, so you know how you can put it together. You're putting it together as you're working. So you need to be able to do that so that you're creating these sequences as you go.
Brilliant stuff, Phil. What's next for you then?
Well, that film is now, it's been seen by the head of Telefilm Ontario, which is like the Canadian BFI. He's loved the film and he's persuaded me to write it as a feature. So I've written that script, so we'll be doing that. I also have another feature. I've written my sixth script, which I'm working on as well, and that'll be filming in the next year as well.
Lovely. Well, we are very much looking forward to hearing you talk at Film Expo South. Thank you, Phil.
Okay.